Born in Britain in the 4th century A.D., 16-year-old Patrick was kidnapped by Irish pirates when they attacked his family's holiday villa by the sea before dawn. Sold into slavery in Ireland to a Druid tribal chieftain, Patrick made a decision to follow Christ in the midst of his greatest trial. In his autobiography, Confession, Patrick wrote, quote, "The Lord opened my senses to my unbelief," end quote. He soon earned the nickname Holy Boy among his fellow slaves. At the age of 22, after shepherding many sheep, Patrick escaped and traveled 200 miles to the coast of Ireland. 2 years later, he returned to the arms of his parents, who begged him to stay in England. However, he felt called by God to return to Ireland. Patrick's parents fiercely opposed his plans, convinced that the barbaric Druids were not worth saving. Amazingly, Patrick shared Christ with his former slave owner, preached at racetracks and other places of worldly indulgences, seeing many come to Christ. However, this was not without opposition. The Druids often tried to poison him. One time, a barbarian warrior speared Patrick's chariot driver to death in an attempt to kill Patrick. He was often ambushed at his evangelistic events and was enslaved again for a short time. In his book, Patrick wrote, quote, "As every day arrives, I expect either sudden death or deception, or being taken back as a slave or some such other misfortune. But I fear none of these, since I look to the promise of heaven and have flung myself into the hands of the all-powerful God, who rules as Lord everywhere," end quote. Patrick journeyed throughout Ireland, sharing Christ until his death on March 17th, 461 A.D. Romans 1, verse 16 epitomized his life. "For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes."